Hi, my name is Susie and I'm a mum of 3. I've called this video today, Please Listen to Me because I wish I'd listened to them. Now, as a mum, you get lots of advice, so much advice, so many different voices, and one thing that came out time and time and again was that people would say to me, Susie, you're trying to do too much, and I just didn't listen. And I think it is hard when you're a mum to not do too much because there are so many expectations on us. So there's the expectations that we have of ourselves, and that might come from our own experience of the role models in our life, of our own mums or other mums that we know. Maybe we've had siblings who have had children, or we have watched programs such as Super Nanny that have set expectations in us of what we're going to be like when we're a parent. And of course now there's social media where all the time we see what other people are doing, and we have these expectations on us. And if you want to stay sane, one of those things that we need to do is to park those expectations. It's not a bad thing to have some expectations. It's good to have a hopeful, positive attitude that we can achieve something. But if it becomes a measuring stick and we find that we never measure up because our expectations are unrealistic, it can have a really negative impact on our mental health. So it's important with our expectations to sit and look at them and just decide about whether it is something that we can achieve, whether it's realistic and we should carry on holding that expectation, or whether we need to put it to one side. So for example, in some seasons, an expectation that is achievable is to say, I will get dressed every day, or I am going to straighten my hair once a week, or I will make sure I put mascara on. If that's going to make you feel better about yourself, then that's a good expectation. Another expectation we might have is that once a week I will hoover, or every 2 weeks I will change the sheets. Something like that we can achieve is fine. But so often we have too many expectations and we can't possibly live up to them all. And then we beat ourselves up when we fall short. And of course there are the expectations we have of our children, not just of ourselves. When we sit down with the toddler and we've bought them a present and they just discard it and more interested in the wrapping paper or the box, we can be frustrated. Or our expectation of them to sit in a restaurant and behave while we have a meal, to sit and take a photograph, or we want that family photo to send out to people. So we have to manage our expectations of our children as well as our expectations of ourselves. That's my first piece of advice to you. And now a little bit of homework for you, if you would like, is to get a cup of tea and to get a notebook and a pen. Take a piece of paper and fold it in half. And on one side of the paper, write expectations. On the other side, write reality. Just be real with yourself for a few moments. Write down what your expectations were of yourself as a mother, of your children, and then what the reality's been. I hope that you can see that actually you have met some of your expectations. You have fed them, you have clothed them, you have done the washing, you have taken them to a toddler group, you have helped them to make friends. Have a look at that list of expectations, the ones that you feel that you haven't met. Were they realistic expectations? Do you need to discard them? And then on a new piece of paper, write out a new list of expectations, some realistic goals that you can perhaps achieve. And I hope that this will be a really helpful exercise for you, and perhaps something we need to do on a regular basis, as without meaning to, we pick up new expectations on ourselves all the time. So I hope you join me again. There's going to be a little bit of a series of thoughts here for mums, and I hope that will be helpful to you. Please do subscribe, please do get in touch. I love to hear from you, and I wish you all the best as a mum.